Morning, children's. It's your old pal Brian. Here's Miss Ellie. Stay. Look at her, she's just vibrating. She's wanting to get out of the truck. Stay. Come. Those are the sandhill cranes leaving us out there in the distance. We've had enough of our fooling around already. Yep, Dave, I have an actual door cat. You've seen behind the wizard's curtain there. Ooh, I gotta look out here and make sure there ain't a giant alligator out here. I didn't look this morning. Nothing. Good. Yeah, who knows if this will make it, because I went ahead and reformatted the camera, or the card in the camera. I guess I can check afterwards. I'll let you play it back a bit. Oh, it's gorgeous out here today. It's 72 degrees after a nice night of rain. We're falling back into our summer cycle, which we, oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to get, well, I'll do it for tomorrow. I was going to get a couple of pieces of Velcro and Velcro up underneath the wingtips towards the inside and see how that turned out. Maybe we'll do some Velcro cleaning up today. So, yeah, absolutely gorgeous morning. Pain has been reduced. It's a pretty song. Pain has been reduced on my wrist down to a negligible level due to steroids, which are not your friend, generally.
Flaps half.
Stay. Ellie.
Flaps
Ellie.
half. 12.4 volts.
Ellie.
Flaps half.
Ooh, gotta be a little quicker there,
Flaps up.
Muttley. So, yeah. Oh, gorgeous morning. It's not 175 degrees. You know, some things get skewed.
11.7 volts.
Some things get skewed in time, and one of them is your perception is how things were as you were a child. But some of us were born with, some of us were not born with great beauty or wealth, but cognitive memory. I have great memory all the way back to I was 2 years old. Isn't that amazing? Never really thought about it. I remember standing at the edge of. I remember standing at the edge of Indian River, the Indian River, which is an intercoastal waterway over there on the coast, at Cocoa Beach, watching Apollo 11 leave the ground. I was 4 years old, and remember it like yesterday. I remember the heat. I remember what we ate for lunch, which was heated ravioli over sterno. I remember the bowls that we ate in. And I remember it raining just about every evening. And you know, what happens is you try to gauge things by human time, and you know, which is 100 years at best, and geologically,
11.5 volts.
Florida has been significantly more wet and significantly more dry over time. But you know, we gauge things in our lifetime. Oh, having a tender moment over there, my dog. Oh, now you're running out in the water. You're lighter. So, yeah.
11.4 volts.
In the 60s and 70s, it friggin' rained every day in the summer, and it cooled Florida off, and it made it much more tolerable, even though it was humid. back in the 90s, it was so hot. I mean, we went several years without it raining appreciably. And that was all bad, here to tell you. State caught fire and
11.3 volts.
I met one old man in the woods down in a place called Richland Wildlife Management Area. 55,920 acres of woods. It's like about a fifth the size, or actually an eighth the size of Ocala National Forest. He remarked that over about a 5 or 6 year period, in his 80 years on the earth, he had seen Richland was as wet as it's ever been and is as dry as it's ever been. We tend to not think of things on a global level,
11.3 volts.
but in our mere lifespan. Dave, if you're starting to hoard a little bit, I've seen what some people do who have the more popular channels like yourself. Is they'll have, you can get little random generators for drawings, you know. They've been sending gear out to their fans. Even if it's old tech, people take it. People take poop on a biscuit, so. Yeah, I'm not much of a hoarder. My grandmother was from Indiana, and I inherited her great Midwestern sensibilities and temperament. Now my father, apparently it skips generations, my father did not. He, yeah, my grandmother was cool as hell to get out. She wasn't Epicurean in her lifestyle, just she traveled light in life, and you know, the myriad of grandchildren she had, they'd send new photos every year, and she'd just buy a frame big enough to where she could stick the photo over last year's photo. It's a neat lady. She says, I don't have a lot of knickknacks because you gotta dust them things, so I just don't have knickknacks everywhere. It's a neat lady. I asked her about the good old days. I said, how was the good old days? She says, there wasn't any until they developed antibiotics. Prior to that, I think I've told this story before, prior to that, people died of innocuous disease processes. So there wasn't any good old days. So, where was I? Oh, hoarding. So my grandmother didn't hoard. My dad, my mother, damn sure did. Jesus Christ. My mother died. I says, Dad, I ain't trying to get rid of Mom's memory or anything, but we're going to hire a roll-off dumpster and put it in the driveway. And I threw away, I swear to you, I threw away metric tons worth of just crap. Old computers, just crap. Crap. And when we get to me, I do pretty good. If it doesn't get used in a significant amount of time, it gets tossed. And you know, my RC stuff, everything gets flown. Every quarter, everything gets flown.
No battery.
You trying to get it?
6 volts.
Alright, let's bring her in. Not much of a wind, so let's do it from the east side. Let's see what my vector is there, Victor. Ooh, we got a little bit of a breeze. Landing! I shall take it. Not for you, pup-ups. Gotta be a little careful with the timber when you're driving it around. It's pontoons aren't splayed out properly.
Throttle